Hi, OCD Books to Help Children. I wrote Trixie the Treat Monster exactly a year ago today to help children stand up to anxious and OCD thoughts. So to mark the anniversary, I'm actually going to read the book for you. Trixie loves her job. Trixie helps children to magic away bad thoughts. She's busy reading a new message on her screen which says, "Urgent mission, Leo needs your help." Leo loves playing football. He is about to kick a penalty shot when he stops. First, he needs to count. 1, 2, 3. He's about to kick the ball again, but begins counting again, just in case. 1, 2, 3. Counting brings Leo luck. It's his little secret, though. Counting used to be such fun, but now he finds it miserable because he needs to do it over and over or he'll miss a shot. Trixie is busy watching Leo on a screen. Looks like Hank is up to his tricks again, she thinks. She presses the back arrow on her screen to investigate further. There it is, she shouts with glee. She's studying an older image of Leo missing a shot at goal while his friend Emily watches on. Leo is looking very embarrassed and flushed. This is when Hank started playing his game, she decides. Here's when Leo started counting. So she's actually finding the trigger as to when these anxious thoughts started. It's about him missing a shot at goal. And that was led to the compulsions. Trixie quickly presses the forward button to take her back to the present. She can see Leo nervously waiting to take his penalty shot. The more nervous he gets, the more he counts. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Trixie is watching it all. So is Hank, who is busy pressing his keep counting control. Time to put my plan into action, Trixie decides. She presses the treat control on her screen. So here we see Hank, who was the main character in my first book. He represents OCD. So it looks like he's actually back. He's found a new home and he's playing a new game, this time with Leo. Leo is about to start counting again when ping, an image of his favourite ice cream suddenly appears in his head. Before he realises he's kicked the ball into the net and everyone is cheering, including his friend Emily. That's strange, he thinks. I didn't finish counting that time, but the ball still went in. That was lucky. Hank, meanwhile, is confused. His controls are jammed and all he can see on his screen is an ice cream. Okay, so this represents actually replacing anxious thoughts by distracting with more pleasant thoughts instead. In this case, it's an ice cream. Trixie likes Hank, but she doesn't like the game he plays. Trixie likes fun games, but Hank prefers games that make people miserable. Trixie enjoys playing against Hank, and she likes to win. Trouble is, so does Hank. Hank is becoming frustrated. He's pressing his controls, but nothing is happening. He glances at the corner of his screen and sees Trixie, who is pressing her controls quicker than him. That's why my controls are jammed, he decides. It's penalty practice time again. Leo hates penalty practice. Taking a shot takes so long when he has to count so many times. He thinks it's silly, but he has to do it, just in case. Emily is at the football practice too, as she also plays on the team. She notices that Leo has taken longer to take his penalty shots. She wonders what's wrong. I'll ask him later, she decides. See Emily there wondering why Leo is taking so long. Trixie is deep in thought. Hank is very clever with his game, so she knows she needs to act quickly if she wants to get ahead. Too late, Leo has begun to count again. 1, 2, 3. Ping! Continue counting. Hank delivers his command. Trixie has other ideas and presses her controls. Ping! Display pizza image. Just as Leo starts counting again, an image of his favourite pizza pings into his head and he scores a goal. Okay, so again, she's trying to show him some distraction method to try and distract anxious thoughts. The counting stopped. Trixie knows that Hank won't give up that easily, though. She decides to enlist Emily to help her. Ping! Leo has a secret that he needs to share. Trixie delivers a message direct to Emily. Emily leads Leo to a bench and they sit down to chat. Is there anything wrong with you, Leo? She gently asks. No, why do you ask? Replies Leo. Because you seem really nervous before taking a penalty shot, Emily adds. So here, what we're doing here is, I can't even see the screen, but basically, oh, there we are, I can see it. You've got Emily there trying to get Leo to confide. And this is showing the importance of a child with anxiety or OCD confiding in others, like I did in the other book when Annabelle confided in the teacher. Leo really wants to confide in Emily, but he's embarrassed. He quickly changes the conversation. Trixie has other ideas, though. She sends another message direct to Emily. Ping! Ask him again what's wrong. Leo's getting really anxious. Hank is delighted and decides to continue with his game. This time it works perfectly. Ping! Count 1, 2, 3. Leo begins to count. Ping! Repeat. Leo's counting over and over in his head. You can see all his eyes going gaga as Hank is up to his mischief again. Emily has noticed and is getting concerned. What are you thinking about right now? She asks. Nothing, he continues. Emily is not put off that easily. I get anxious about things too, Leo continues. Leo is wondering whether to confide in Emily when, ping, Trixie delivers a new message to Emily. Tell Leo what you worry about, she requests. Let's share what we worry about, Leo. Here's my biggest fear, Emily responds. And we can see a little bit of clue of what Emily's worried about, and it's revealed on the next page. My biggest worry is that I will fall over in front of everyone in a football match, giggles Emily. Leo is shocked as he thinks that Emily is fearless. How do you manage to keep it a secret, Leo adds. That's easy, Emily replies. When I'm worried, I think about something happy. What do you do, she asks. I count. Leo has replied before realising he feels embarrassed. To his surprise, Emily simply replies, Gosh, counting must be so tiring. Because one of the things with children with anxious and OCD thoughts is they get embarrassed about the thought and they won't confide in others because they fear people think that they're silly. So this is a message to try and get children to open up because other children have got fears as well. It's just sometimes they can mask them better. Why don't you try thinking about something else instead of counting, she offers. Like what, asks Leo. Try thinking about your favourite treat. What if I buy you a nice slice of pizza if you don't count in the next match? Leo is shocked. He doesn't expect this reply. No laughing, no making fun, no embarrassing comments. Just the promise of a pizza from his best friend. That wasn't so bad, he thinks. It's a deal, Leo replies. You can see the big smile on his face because he wasn't expecting that reaction. Trixie is jumping up and down with delight. She has been watching it all on a screen. This is all going to plan perfectly, she thinks. She presses a home screen, which shows Hank looking very cross and frustrated. You see Hank there, he doesn't look very happy, does he? It's match time again. Leo is about to kick a penalty shot just as Hank is pressing the commence counting control. Leo's urge to start counting begins again. Trixie notices and quickly presses her treat control. You can see Leo there in the centre. So you've got Hank trying to deliver these anxious thoughts to him, but you've got Trixie intercepting it. She's going to try and be quicker than Hank. A pepperoni pizza pings into Leo's head while Emily is looking over smiling. Thump! The ball hits the back of the net. After the match, Emily buys Leo a pizza. Trixie is delighted, and Hank begrudgingly admits defeat. And what he also does, you can see there, they've got the treat. So there's the reward for not counting. There's Trixie delighted, and then there's Hank. He's leaving, looking for a new home. And coincidentally, that'll be into my next story. All right, so I've written 2 books. The first was Hank the Hungry Monster. And the second one then is Trixie the Treat Monster. So Hank the Hungry Monster introduces the central character in all of my Mind Monsters books, and he represents OCD. And gradually I'll be introducing all new monsters to combat OCD, which will actually be a very discreet message on how to help children speak up to these anxious thoughts, whether it be anxiety ones or OCD related thoughts. So hope that's helped. Copies of my books are available to purchase on my website. I'll personally sign them if you actually live in the UK and purchase them via my website. I'll also send you a nice little bookmark, and postage is included. Alternatively, if you live outside the UK, copies of my books are available on the Book Depository, Waterstones, Amazon, and most leading book outlets out there. But I do actually donate 50% of profits made from my books to CAMS, Children and Adolescent Mental Health Services, as a thank you for all their help, because without their help, I wouldn't have managed to free my own daughter from OCD to lead a more normal life. So hope you've enjoyed my OCD help book, number 2 in my series, to actually commemorate the first anniversary of my second book. See you on the next video. Don't forget to follow my videos on YouTube if you want to hear more about my books and about my workshops.